Morning everyone and welcome back to the vlog. Now a little bit of a different episode this week. Thought we'd give you a little bit of an update on the channel, what we've been doing the last few months, what we've got coming up. But first let me tell you where we are. We're at Bruar Falls. Now this is a beautiful location, stone bridges, waterfalls, but normally this is absolutely packed with people. There's a sort of a outdoor store, food hall that's just at the entrance of this beautiful walk. And on a really nice day, this is streaming with people. But turns out if you get up early enough, ridiculous o'clock, you get the place to yourself, and that's what we've done. So I'm just coming up here. I've just noticed this beautiful scene with the stone bridge and the waterfall coming down. So I'm gonna get this shot first, walk up a little bit, and then let me tell you a little bit of info about what we've been up to. Anyway, I'll get this shot. Here's the image. I don't know if you can see, but the mids are out in full force today. I think it's been that combination of sort of sunshine and rain. But anyway, if you've been watching the channel, you know that recently I teamed up with Maven Filters and they kindly sent me a big box of filters to work my way through. It's their magnetic system. And mainly I've been using their combined polarizer and ND filters. But a little while ago, I was trying out the infrared 720 filter, getting some black and white shots of stunning ash trees up on the Perthshire hills, and came away with some really lovely images. So I'm looking forward to getting back out and experimenting that a little bit further. If you haven't seen that episode, I'll leave a link below. Now, a while ago, I teamed up with Sunwayfoto, and they recently kindly sent me their GH Pro tripod head. I've been using the GH Pro 2 for quite a while now, and I wanted to compare the two different heads. They are very different. So it'll be interesting to see how I get on with those. But what I'm gonna do is feature that in a vlog episode, compared the two and how I find them using them out on the landscape. I love the control that you get over the geared tripod heads. It really enables you to refine your shot, just hone in and get that perfect image. So I'm really looking forward to trying out this new head. There's some beautiful locations around here that are just way too difficult to get to. There's you know, some stunning falls, really nice rocks with beautiful colors in them, but getting down there would be way too difficult. Especially a lot of it's quite slippy and there's a lot of drops. So, but I've managed to get myself into a really nice position here. I've just got this sort of section of the falls that are coming down. There's a big bowl area where the water's sort of worked its way through and created this lovely shape. And then the water plummets down. I'm kind of missing a little bit of foreground interest, but I think it's a nice position to get the shot. And yeah, I'm in a good position. It probably looks worse from there than what it is. But anyway, I've just got the 70 to 200mm lens on, zooming in, catching the falls coming down. There's some nice sort of rocks down the bottom there, which I think will just add to the bottom of the image. But yeah, I think it'll be a nice shot. Here's the image. So I've just hopped up onto the wall here because I think if I can get myself high enough looking down, I can just get a little bit of the gorse just as a bit of foreground interest here. Unfortunately, the gorse isn't in flower, it's just gone past it. So it hasn't got those beautiful sort of yellow buds, they've passed it. But it's actually a nice little bit of foreground interest. Unfortunately, I haven't really got anywhere to balance the tripod legs very well. And it's on about, I'm trying to get about a ½ a second exposure. So we'll see how this works out. I need to do a couple of shots, one for the gorse, focused on the gorse, and then one for the background. So bit hit and miss on this one, but we'll see how we go. If it does work out, here's that shot. We've been working recently with a gallery on the west coast of Scotland. Beautiful location. The gallery's Resipole Studios, and they've been producing some of my prints that you can actually go to the gallery and view, and some of them are also available online on their website. I'll leave a link below, but they recently produced for me a print of the ash tree, black and white, that I was talking about earlier, framed, and it's absolutely beautiful. I'm so pleased with the result. So anyway, it's a stunning gallery and a beautiful location. So I do highly recommend a visit, and I'm looking forward to continue working with them, and they're going to produce the prints for me. So as I say, link below, please take a look. The next week, we're going to be heading off to Glen Shiel over on the west coast, pack up the camper van. Really looking forward to that little trip. I've got to say, we're a little bit nervous about the midge. I mean, they've been bad here. So on the west coast, they're going to probably be pretty horrendous. But we've been doing some work on the camper van, just getting it ready. One of the things we've done is put in a 240-volt socket, because that's something that we haven't had really handy when you pull into campsites. We don't have an inverter to be able to connect off from through the leisure battery. So that's going to be an added bonus. We do have the small generator, which is really great. All power's 600-watt generator, which we can plug a lot of the gear into. But you can imagine when you're going away and you've got all of the camera gear, you have the filming camera, you've got the photography camera, you've got the drone, you've got the mics, you've got the GoPro. It's incredible. This, like, you almost need a separate vehicle just to take all your batteries in. Every little update you do in the camper makes life a little bit easier. So hopefully that will help. Anyway, I hope you'll join us on that episode, probably a couple of episodes, the journey, and hopefully we'll find some nice locations while we're there to film. The funny thing is, I didn't think I was going to get any photographs today. That wasn't necessarily the plan. Thought it'd be a nice place to come up here and give a little bit of a channel overview, but it's really hard to resist these stunning waterfalls. Now, like the old cliche of every photographer, you know, this is a better place in autumn time. You know, with the trees pop, the colors are absolutely beautiful. And that'd been my plan, to come back here, do an episode with those trees in full autumnal color. But crikey, it's really hard to resist. We've got this stunning falls coming down through here with another falls behind. And the light's just nice, it's soft. Every now and again the sun comes out and it's really strong. But anyway, you know, got the camera with me. It's a beautiful day. Let's take the shot. Here's another image. Now, I've been in discussions with Fuji over the last couple of weeks, and they're very kindly gonna send me their GFX 100 II to try out. And I'm really looking forward to comparing that camera to my D850. If you've been watching, you know that I've been sort of thinking about changing that camera. I tried the Z8 just recently and the Z7, but I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on that camera. I did try it out down at the London Camera Show a little while ago, but it's not the same as taking it out into some of these beautiful locations and just giving it a hands-on experience. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that dynamic range compares. You know, watching a lot of people using that camera, you can see that they've been really able to bring back a lot of detail in shadow areas and the highlight areas. And I don't know whether that's to do with the sensor itself or not, but I'm really looking forward to putting it to the test and actually comparing the two cameras and seeing what the images are like when I get them back, and whether it would be a benefit to me to be using a sensor of that size. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to is we've got a new ebook coming out over the next few months, Framing Scotland, and it's taking you to really stunning locations across Scotland. It includes photographs that we've taken while we've been there. I think some of my favourite images are in there. And it includes the sort of gear that I recommend that you should take, places that you can camp nearby, and things to look out for, things to photograph. So I'm really looking forward to that coming out. I'll keep you posted. It'll be available through the website, and I'll give you a little bit more information on that, perhaps in the next episode. So I think that's it for this episode of the vlog. Hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight in what we've got going on the channel. As I say, next stop, Glen Shiel on the West Coast. Really looking forward to that trip in the camper van. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I think we've just gone over 70 episodes, which is just incredible. We've now got 10,000 plus subscribers. So really pleased with the channel, but especially want to thank you for all your support. And well, that's it. If you haven't already, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.